in this growing recognition that is absolutely happening, that everything that comes into manifest expression arises out of one source. Every sensation, every thought, every emotion whether or not the thought and emotion and sensation are identified with or not, it is all under the guidance of this one essence. And the deeper it is seen, the wisdom of its orchestration becomes more and more deeply recognized. On the one hand, this dream we call life is a direct reflection of where our attention is. If we are lost in the self, the reflection immediately is one of beauty. When we have forgotten, it is the reflection of karma. But what is recognized as the seeing deepens is even the periods of getting lost, of forgetting, and the periods of remembering are arising out of this one source, out of Shakti that arises out of Shanti. The temporary expression of the wave appearing out of the eternal ocean. But there is free will. And this is the humble, reverent intention to remain true to the truth, while recognizing that the outcome is in the hands of this wisdom that the mind cannot wrap around. So there is this growing earnestness which never loses sight of the reverence of the way the outcome plays. Yet as it is nurtured, the humble intention to release the habits of distraction and rest in your being becomes stronger and stronger. And thus the reflection more and more deeply reflects just that. part of the recognition of the wisdom is in seeing that every time there is forgetting, the reflection immediately reflects the forgetfulness. As the trust grows, it stops becoming around fixing something external, but recognizing the internal forgetting of who you are. The perfection and the timing and the beauty of everything eventually is trusted so deeply that the external expression, and when I say external expression, I am including the experience of the body, it begins no longer mattering. The wisdom that is bringing it into manifest expression begins to be tasted more and more deeply, and in this the reverence for all of it begins falling prostrate to this benevolence. To the genius which is beyond the mind's possibility to understand. It is not so much that it stops being about me, but more it becomes the recognition that the me is a facade that only is brought forth through the beloved as a reminder of forgetting. As the self-recognition grows, so too does the recognition of the kindness in the way in which it all works. If there is noticing that the character is efforting, it is simply the teaching, have forgotten. If there is confusion arising in the mind of the character, it is simply the recognition, have forgotten, and the humble intention, the continual falling back into the heart, which is eternally unchanging. And immediately the reflection reflects that. And times where there is a sense of getting lost and it lingers, there is this recognition, it is all being orchestrated. The someone is a myth. Receive the teaching. Open to the grace.